This is Bob, the mealworm, and this is Billy, my pet jumping spider. It didn't take that long for them to become good neighbors, but that didn't last long because the next morning I went to check up on them to see how they were doing. And surprise, surprise, I see Billy devouring Bob while looking cute. Rest in peace, Bob. It was about a year ago when I first got Billy, and now he has become fully matured. If you didn't know, a matured male jumping spider only has less than a year to live, and throughout the course of owning him, I've never really tried to befriend him. So in today's video, I'll be attempting to bond with him and teach him tricks. For his hard work, I'll be building him a beautiful vivarium with its own fully functioning ecosystem, full of plants and tiny animals. Surprising him with a little bit of romance. Wow, she's so cute. And hopefully he leaves behind an army of Billies that will continue his bloodline. You see, jumping spiders are not your average arachnids. Unlike tarantulas and other spiders, they have an extraordinary visual system. They possess 4 pairs of eyes, with the 2 largest ones as their main eyes, and 2 towards the back, giving them an almost 360-degree view of the world with keen sense of depth and precision. This, paired with an active hunting style, makes for a scary predator. They would rather stalk their prey and quickly pounce on them when it's least expected. Oh, that was so brutal. My goal is simple. Get him to jump onto my hand or give me a high five. That should be easy, right? I mean, he is a jumping spider after all. I soon realized the process was anything but simple, because every time I try to get him to jump, he always backs off. Maybe he doesn't like my finger. In that case, meet my whole hand. Come here, little fella. I'm not going to hurt you. He gave me a quick look before approaching my hand. This might actually work. Come on. Almost there. Or so I thought. But I didn't give up, so I tried again, and again, and again, until... Yes! Oh, wait. No, Billy, come back, Billy. So I finally caught Billy after chasing him around for about half an hour. I think I've stressed him enough for far too long, so it's time to move on to the next plan. Let's get him to give me a high five instead. Mr. Billy, are you sleeping? I think I woke him up. Success! Even though it wasn't a full jump, I'll still call this a win. Anyways, let's build him his dream home. Using this tank, I laid it out against this piece of cork tile. I needed to measure it to size and cut it a little bit smaller, so it goes in nicely in the terrarium. I wanted to do something a little different and have the hardscapes glued to the background instead. Using super glue, I added this patch of moss and this piece of cork bark, but it still looked a little bare, so I added a couple of spider wood to give it a bit more detail. And in the end, I came up with this. The moss will hold moisture, which will serve as a drinking source, and the spiderwood branches will give Billy more areas to climb, as well as the cork bark, which provides hiding space in case he gets spooked. From there, I used more super glue to hold the background in place, and after curing for a couple of minutes, it turned out like this. Now we're going to be filling up the bottom of the tank with leca. This will act as a false bottom where excess water will drain into and evaporate over time. I'm going to be adding weed mesh to separate the substrate and the false bottom so that they won't mix. And after that, I'm going to be adding substrate. It's my own personal mix and my plants seem to really love it. The terrarium is almost complete, but it still lacks a little spice, so I proceeded to add more wood. And I also added this rabbit's foot fern. I really love this plant because it's so versatile and it's a nice addition to any setup. I top it off with more foliage to give our next inhabitants places to hide. I don't want them to go extinct just because Billy got a little hungry. I really like how it turned out. It looks like I've taken a small chunk of rainforest and stuffed it in this terrarium. These are called isopods, one of Mother Nature's natural janitors. They will eat any decaying waste and help keep the tank clean, so I'll be adding them in. As soon as I placed them in, they started scattering, looking for shelter, except one. One even managed to escape. There, little guy, you'll be safe here. Go on now and join your friends. I also added these dandruff-looking creatures called springtails. They will help keep mold in check and the ecosystem thriving. We're going to transfer Billy over to his new terrarium. Compared to his old home, this new one is definitely an upgrade. Using this paintbrush, I carefully nudged him towards the enclosure, without harming him. Causing him unnecessary stress will not be good for what we are about to do. It took a little bit of convincing, but he managed to move in. Here he is, enjoying his new home. Little did he know, he was in for quite a surprise. This is Eilish, my matured female jumping spider. She's absolutely adorable and has more personality than Billy. Anyways, I'll be introducing her to Billy in this new terrarium. Because they haven't established a territory yet, this place is neutral ground for them, which is perfect for mating. I placed her enclosure next to his and immediately she started walking by herself. She carefully inched forward, stopping to relieve herself. As soon as she got in, she came out to say hello before looking for Billy. They finally found each other, but they're at a standstill right now. I think we need to put on a different type of music. I think Billy is just playing hard to get right now. Male jumping spider should be the one approaching the female, but not in this case. He's now depositing his swimmers into her pouch in the abdomen, where she will store them and lay eggs for the rest of her life. She can lay up to 3 to 6 egg sacs containing up to 200 babies from this one mating session. They went at it for about half an hour until she's had enough. After pushing him off, Billy seems to want more. I don't think he realizes that he will be her next meal. As with any spiders, the females usually eat the male after mating. I don't want Billy's journey to end here, so I need to stop him. It even got to the point where she got fed up with him. Alright, come on now, Billy. Stop it. Take a hint. I put Eilish in her own enclosure where she will live comfortably and nurture her babies in the coming months. Good job, little one. Good job. I'll let you rest now. Meanwhile, Billy over here is proud of himself. You did good too, Billy. You did good. I hope he liked the surprise. He may not have that much time to live, but he did what nature intended him to do. Enjoy your terrarium, little one.